Hello boys and girls, my name is Hotsy and welcome back to another day in Minecraft here in our quarry location, because I put myself up to the challenge to not mine anything myself. So quarry is basically the final conclusion to that thought process. And what we have here are a few shulker boxes, some more shulker boxes back there, and hopefully that's enough materials for that part of the project that we want to do today, because now it's actually time to put in the machine that quarries this whole block of material, about 1,000 blocks back there. And the way we will do it, I think we will build it up in two parts, two episodes. In this episode we will focus on the lower part, basically the bottom part here, and then there will also be an upper part at the top, which will be next episode. And the way I want to do it is basically take it step by step, because even if it's just two parts, there are many components in each part, and the goal is really to understand what each of this component does and what it is for, so we can make sense of it and hopefully learn from it. So actually, let me step here a bit out of the way, because then I can load in the schematics. This is what the lower part looks like, and as you can imagine, it's quite a bit of materials. I think it's 2 shulkers of slime blocks, and then of the more heavily used materials, 1 shulker box. And here in front we have this stone wall that basically covers the thing. For that we will use cobblestone, because that's just more convenient. Not sure if I have enough, and basically I counted materials up to that point, but the top part, that's about 100 blocks higher, so we will have to extend the side parts here as well as the front wall up to that point, which will be some more material requirements. But for now, let's start with the first part, and I think that will actually be this part here in front with the slabs. I have the first component done here, and this is basically just a simple pusher. We get the activation from this arm back here, pushing everything forward, and then these sticky pistons pull back the rest. And basically these 3 pistons are activated by this observer that gets triggered when moved forward. And back here, behind the forward piston, we have another observer that does the same thing in reverse, powering this piston, and that moves on all the way to the other side. And here in front we have bottom half slabs, and they basically serve 2 purposes. One purpose is when we have gravity blocks like gravel or sand falling down, they will break because it's bottom half slabs, and not create any obstacles in the way. And then when we dug out this tunnel, we had the odd occurrence that here on the higher bits there might be some leftover blocks. Should not be a problem here because the baseline here is already raised one block, but if we would have any obstacles in the way, that would mean these platform, which at this point is 12 blocks long, reaches the push limit, cannot be pushed, breaking the machine and basically stopping the machine. And then we just have to fix the blockage and this pusher, and then we can proceed with the machine. So I think that was really the easiest part of the whole contraption. And we have the next part in. Here on this side we basically have the connection going through down there towards the back, where we will have the engine that drives the whole thing forward in this direction whenever we need it. But here, that's basically our collection area, because what we will add later on is a flying machine that duplicates TNT, shots it against the wall, and then everything falls back. And we will also have water stream coming down here, so everything is washed in this direction. And here we have soul sand, because that's ever so slightly lower, and that actually helps with bunching up stacks of item, which reduces the lag because they are bunched up instead of a ton of loose items. Here we have honey. As far as I can tell, this could also have been slime blocks, but I think it makes a nice difference color-wise. And here on this side, that's then basically the machine similar to what we have in front here, that drives this platform forward, and under these slabs we have a water source, so the water source and the whole water stream gets moved along with it. And I think the next thing that I want to tackle is here the back part, which is the actual engine, and then we have one more part here that's responsible for dealing with the wall, and then we also have the TNT duper. So that should still keep me busy for a while. The next component is in, as you can see, and this one has several functions. For one, we have this part here, which is basically a flying machine going upward and pushing this wall, this endstone wall, one block forward. Then at the top it returns. And then we have this repeating part here in the middle, which basically when triggered moves forward, triggering the front part for whatever that will do. We will come to that, and then basically here on this side, this node block is our on-off switch, and we are missing the observer there because I don't want to inadvertently mess this machine up by starting it. This could mean quite a lot of work to redo. So the next thing is this part in front, which is triggered by this one. This is one of the two important parts of this quarry. At the top we have a flying machine that moves the whole thing up and down. First up, and then it's returned at the top and moved down. And what it does is, for one, it pushes the blocks forward in this direction, basically squashing any liquids or other compressible blocks. And then the sticky piston below will push out the block, the frontmost block again, and that then basically leaves a gap between the solid terrain and a thin slice that goes up, and in between that gap can then flow down the water, which will land here and flow in that direction. So there are only two more things that are missing: the TNT duper or flying machine here at the back, and then basically this protection wall on the side, and we also will have a kind of a roof here and a wall going all the way up. But let's first do the TNT flying machine. The last essential component of this lower part is also in. Maybe if we go to FreeCam we can see it a bit better. We have several modules here for TNT duping, and what we have here at the bottom, that's basically the machine that the return station, and then here on top we have the flying machine, which will duplicate the TNT and shoot it forward every time it moves up a block. And then at the top it will be returned, and the whole triggering happens through this observer, and it's done by letting water fall down, which will trigger this, and this is the control line back here, which will also move the whole contraption forward one block once the cycle up and down is complete. So all that now is missing is the erosion shield here, which will be built out of cobble. Also a bit here on the knees, and the endstone walls there at the side. So this is not that exciting, so I will do that between now and next time, because I think we have done enough for one episode. Until then, goodbye.